10647, alleging that on March 11th, 2023, Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, Ann Arbor City, County, Washington State of Michigan, you did make an assault or assault and battery upon a Pamela in her household and or an individual whom you have or had a dating relationship. Being charged a second offense based upon a prior conviction September 26, 2012 in the First District Court. That is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty convicted of up to 1 year in jail, a $1,000 fine, plus court costs for both. Do you understand that?
Do.
I'm sorry?
I do, yes, sir, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Were you able to review the advice of rights form this morning?
Yes.
Any question with regard to your rights?
No, not at all.
Court has entered a not guilty plea on your behalf. Do the people want to address bond?
Judge, we did ask for a surety bond in this case. The only reason why is because the police were called out twice to his residence that night. He has 15 prior DV contacts with the same victim over the course of the past 2 to 3 years. And they keep getting dismissed because the victim doesn't come to court. So I am highly concerned about their volatile relationship. And I just want to make sure that he has somewhere to go that's not at that residence. I don't know if he's employed or what's going on with them, but I was asking for a surety bond under those circumstances.
Thank you. Ms. Perry?
Yes, good morning. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Saunders. To address the APA's questions, Mr. Saunders is not working right now. He used to frame homes, but he suffered an accident and can no longer do the job he was doing. We did discuss if he has another place to go. He did not. He says he has no other place to stay. I did mention the Delana Center. He stated he's not comfortable going there. He is not currently on probation or parole and does not have any other pending cases and no holds in any other counties.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Well, your attorney's speaking for you. It's usually best that you let her do your speaking, but you can ask her if she'd like you to say anything.
Well, apparently the assistant district attorney has mentioned that I got 15 priors for this.
No, what she
They've
said.
all been dismissed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I understand the meaning of all that. And I don't want to get into what may happen in the past.
Yeah, that's not my fault, believe me.
Okay. Made a few notes. I'll tell you what next in just a second. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have a medical marijuana card, sir?
No, sir.
You own any firearms?
No, sir.
Okay. Condition of bond is you're not to use or possess alcohol, illegal drugs, or marijuana. You'll be subject to random drug and alcohol testing. You're not to leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You are not to possess or purchase a firearm, ammunition, or other dangerous weapon. You are not to commit any assaultive, terrorizing, frightening, intimidating, threatening, harassing, molesting, or stalking behavior towards any individual. You're not to have contact with the alleged victim in this matter. Identified as Pamela, absolutely no contact, no indirect contact through family or friends, no text message, email, social network posting, telephone contact, or any contact of any sort. Do you understand that?
I do.
You're not to go to the 2910 collect personal belongings, but you do have to have a police officer with you on what's called a civil standby. So if you need to collect personal belongings, contact the Ann Arbor City Police Department and request a civil standby. They'll walk you through the process to get that done. You're not to violate any criminal laws. You will need to appear to all court hearings and other places as directed by the court. Do you have any questions with regard to these conditions?
No, sir.
These conditions will be placed into what is called the Law Enforcement Information Network, meaning should you come into contact with the police, they will have access to that information. Should they witness or suspect a bond violation, you'd be arrested for violating bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
To assure there's no use of or monitor for no use of drugs, alcohol, or marijuana, you'll be subject to random drug and alcohol testing. You'll need to submit your first drug test within 24 hours release from the jail at Community Corrections. Do you know where Community Corrections is located?
Yes.
Okay. You'll recall you'll need $12 in photo ID to drug test. Okay. All right. To assure the victim's safety, the court also is going to order a GPS tether with an exclusion zone of the.
Yeah, you must just leave me here. I don't have $12 for that, and I'm not going to put a GPS. You must just leave me here.
Okay, it's your choice.
I'm going to get dismissed because that didn't happen. All right, I'm just going to tell you like it is. It did not happen. This is all false.
All right, let your attorney speak for you. Let me finish up what I have to do here.
Believe me.
Okay. Made a few notes. I'll tell you what the next in just a second. Okay. GPS tether prior to release. Pre-trial set for March 15th, 9 a.m. Bond set amount of $25,000. Personal recognizance bond, subject to conditions placed on the record. So if you do get the GPS tether, you can be released on that personal bond. If you fail to appear for drug testing, fail to appear for court, violate a bond condition, a bench warrant would issue for your arrest, and your bond would start at $25,000. Do you understand that?
I understand the wrong person's in jail. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Thank you.